Hi all, it's Rach from Spiritual and Angelic Guidance. I'm here to do a reading for Aquarius. This will be for December 2024. If you've seen my readings or you're new to my page, welcome. Don't forget though, it's a general read. It is not going to suit everyone. So take the bits that resonate, leave the bits that don't. Also, just know that I'm going to do some Oracle and then I'll do some Tarot. All right, let's go, Aquarius. You've got Path. Oh, I haven't seen that card before. I have to find out more. Okay. All right. So the cards that came out, you've got Path, Epiphany and Dreams are both in reverse, Connection and Mystery. So obviously it's about a connection and there's things that are hidden from you. I feel like there's things that you don't know. I don't feel like this is one thing. Like I feel like there's quite a bit that you don't know. But this is all like I want to say a spiritual path for you. Like you need to learn from this. So this is going to be like a bloody life-changing lesson for you. You might even have multiple paths as well. Like I feel like if you look in the picture, which as I said, I've never seen this card before. So there's like a path here, there's a path here. This is, I thought it was waves to start with. So maybe there's some, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Like it's not a smooth ride. Like I'm sure whatever you've been through has been like quite rocky and, what's that word? Tumultuous? Yeah, that word. But there's like flags here. So I feel like there's something that's like guiding your path. And like, so I'm blind. This path over here also has flags. This path doesn't. So it's like, are you following your like signs, synchronicities, intuitive feelings? Are you following that? Like if if you feel like you're in a situation and it says you need to get out of this situation and you have this really strong feeling you need to get out of it, are you listening or are you just like two paths? You can either go like it's telling you to or stay and see what happens, and then it might come with all these other issues. I feel like eventually we get to where we're meant to be, which is entirely free will though, because you might choose to stay stuck in that situation forever. But I do feel like sometimes the universe or the divine goes, nope, like I don't want you stuck in that forever. So I'm going to cause some sort of chaos. Once again, still your choice whether you choose to stay in that chaos or whether you choose to go, holy crap, I deserve something better. Because it's got to be easier than this. So, but I feel like this isn't fulfilling the dreams that you had. Like this isn't what you thought your life was going to look like, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 30 years ago, whatever. And I feel like there's a disconnect with your intuition. Like I feel like you haven't had, like, this is the Epiphany card, right? But it's in reverse. Like you're not listening. Like, as I said in that example a minute ago, like they're trying to help you. Like, here's the flags, go this way, follow the path with the flags. And you're like, I really want to. In the end, it's your choice. It's your choice whether you choose to go the smooth option or whether you choose to have to go climb a mountain to get to where you want to go. But I feel like sometimes also your head and your heart are saying two very different things. Like I feel like whether you choose to turn a blind eye as well, for some of you I got that, like denial. It's easy to live in denial than to actually face the truth, because then you've got to do something about it. I was going to say before, I feel like sometimes with some of you, it could even be like your head and your heart aren't in alignment. Like your head might be going, come on, leave, follow those flags, right? And your heart's like, oh, I love them. Oh, we've got a family together. Like, I can't, I've got to stay. Like, and I feel like you felt like everything was good. Like before, if I had have asked you however long ago, you would have gone, oh no, everything's good. Like I feel safe, I feel happy, we have kids, like everything's terrific, right? Yeah, harmony's in reverse, but it's not. So as much as you thought everything was great, it's not. Tension or misunderstanding is causing disharmony in your relationships, leading to stress and conflict. I feel like you need to prioritize you, and if you've got a family, prioritize your family. I don't feel like if there's a situation, so if, in my example, if say your partner is cheating on you and lying to you, then obviously that's going to cause this disharmony, because you're going to be like, I can't trust you, how dare you do that, blah, blah, blah. Now it's your choice whether you choose to stay there or whether you choose to follow the flags and be like, I'm out of here because that's what my intuition is telling me. And you may not have any proof. You might not, like, you just feel it in your gut that something's going on. But yeah, it's up to you whether you choose to stay or go. It's definitely, I feel like independence might be a bit of an issue. I feel like it's all about karma. Like I feel like karma will, bite someone on the ass. I feel like this is ruining your health. I think it's making you have issues with security because you have no boundaries. So I feel like you're tolerating a lot with somebody. Like rather than go, this is not okay, you're like, this is not okay, I'm upset. And then, 5 minutes, 3 weeks, 2 months, whatever later, you're like, oh, I forgive you. And I feel like, as I said, I don't feel like this is the first time. Because, like, even on the mystery card, look at all the round circles. And then there's, like, the smoke coming off it. I just feel like this is, I don't know, the feeling I'm getting for someone is it's not the first time. This is going to help you grow spiritually, personally. Like this, as I said, huge life lesson, huge life change. Yeah, you're definitely going to be getting some sort of wisdom from this situation. I feel like somebody was giving to someone else their energy, their time, their resources. But as I said, this is definitely going to help you grow, and you are going to get the wisdom that this is happening, whatever this for you is. Yeah, I feel like you try to turn a blind eye, but I feel like you are seeking that wisdom. And eventually you will learn from it whenever you acknowledge the fact that this is actually happening. There's a Aquarius need to know? Misfortune, non-committal. I mean, I can't, like, out of that many cards, it tells me that somebody is non-committal and that you've had misfortune. And on the bottom, there's plotting, half-hearted, long journey, and somebody doesn't want to do the hard climb. I mean, it sounds like somebody's planning something, or they think that they won't get caught. They're kind of half in, half out, like, as I said, non-committal. And this person you could be married to, high level of commitment, something like that. But yeah, misfortune. So there's definitely something going on with this relationship from the looks of things, this connection. This person that you have a family with. Karmic connection, yeah. Gossip, heartstrings. I feel like people are talking, and that could be like, it's people gossiping, right? Because I feel like, as I said to you, this is not the first time. And I mean, it could be the person that they're also shacking up with that's gossiping with their friends. You know, it could be people around in your circle, but like, people know things, you know, like, just because you're in denial doesn't mean the whole world is. So people that are around you guys, I feel like people's guts generally let them know that something's going on. Plus, I mean, they can probably sense, you know, and they probably know of all the other times that this has happened. So yeah, just know that. But also, I feel like you're being manipulated. Like, I feel like this person, you know, it's like they cry for attention. And they play with emotions. They try to pull on your heartstrings, like, you know, I cheated because, oh my God, you made me feel like I wasn't loved, you know. But it's all about someone's loyalty. Like, can you actually trust this person? Because I don't think you can. And I feel like you've given them, like, many a chance. I don't feel like this is something where you've given them one chance and then left and then that's it. Like, you've given them quite a lot of chances. Yeah, look, try again. New beginnings, new direction, start over, try again. It's exactly what I just said. But you need to look after you, and that's not happening. I also feel like you need to withdraw, but it's about being single. Like, maybe you don't want to be single. I don't know. But I do feel like it's now time to kind of look after you. But also, it's time to, I guess, take those rose-colored glasses off. Like, stop with the denial and actually like, pay attention, because I feel like you've seen the signs before and you're seeing them again, and you know what, they're probably just going to get better at hiding them. Yep, roll the dice. Do you want to take the chance again? Endings bring new beginnings. Number 19. You've also got power lines, energy, and personal power. That's about taking back your power. You've got moon with the emotions. You've got ancestry under that. Like, you probably have kids together, like I said. I think I said family, I did. I feel like this is going with number 36 being 9. I feel like you are going to come to some sort of climax where you're like, that's it. Like, I've given you 30 chances and now that's enough. Like, it's kind of like that feeling. And that's where you then will take back your own power and put an end to something, being number 28, 8 and 2 is 10, which turns into 1. So endings and new beginnings. So you are going to end up standing up for yourself. They're taking the risk. Like, you've said to them before, I'm sure, you know, I'll give you one more shot. If you do it again, I'm out. And they do it again, but they just get better at lying. They just get better at hiding those texts. They get better at everything. You know, they've realized that you're like, oh, where are they on their Google account or whatever? Like, you know, looking up their history or whatever, right? Like, whatever it is that, you know, oh, I've got to go to work and then, you know, oh, work back a bit. Yeah, they're going and visiting Barbara down the road. Whatever. It's like they're taking the chance. And in the end, it's just wasting your energy, wasting your time. Right? I want to get one of these because sometimes these cards are quite blunt. Like, I mean, quite blunt. With one of the other reads, it was like quite blunt. Like, somebody with a huge ego in it had like the universe and then this little circle, which was them, and it said like you. It's like, you're a little pin drop in the universe. Like, stop with the ego. So yeah. Tell me what Aquarius needs to know. You definitely need to look after you. I feel like there's depression. Oh yeah, take care of yourself as well. Yep, take care of yourself. You need to walk away and not look back, but you don't. Like, it's just, yeah, like there's so much that's the same. All about looking after you. Look, you don't expect something to be perfect, but you expect someone to be loyal. You expect someone, like, there's certain traits and things that you're accepting of and things that you're not. And this, to me, it's like you don't expect them to get like 100% on the I'm the most amazing partner quiz, but you do expect certain things. And, you know, them not cheating is one. You know, like, there's certain things that you're allowing that there's no way in this universe that you should be letting them get away with. Like, I feel like you don't want crazy. You don't want drama. You don't want, you know, like, you don't want all this shit. You just want someone to do right by you. You don't expect perfect. You just expect someone to be a good person, a good partner, a good parent to your children. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you're asking a lot by wanting that. All right, let's get a tough couple of tarot. One more. So you've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Five of Wands, Four of Cups, Nine of Pentacles is on the bottom. All right, a couple of cards, please. Okay. On the bottom, you've got Two of Cups in reverse, Three of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Two of Swords in reverse. All right, so let's start with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. So, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is like somebody feels stuck. Somebody feels like they have a... I feel like this person is very careless, very irresponsible. Like, I feel like between being bored, feeling stuck, it's like some, hottie gets their attention and they're like, oh, hello, like excitement in my life. And I feel like this is definitely a karmic person for you. But with the Two of Cups, this tells me this person is not your person. But it also tells me that there's probably going to be some sort of breakup. And if not, at the moment, because as I said, I feel like it's like break up, get back together, break up, get back together. But I feel like it's, you have no trust for this person. Like, I feel like whatever trust you did have, you don't have anymore. Because as I said, this is not your first rodeo. Then you've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. So, I mean, you really, it's like you've planted seeds for however long you've been in this relationship, but I feel like it's not, okay, so you plant the seeds and the tree normally grows and bears fruit, right? But I feel like you've planted the seeds and then you're like looking like, is it going to grow? Is it going to provide fruit? Like, I'm doing all the right things. I'm watering it and giving it sun and following the instructions on the thing. And, like I feel like I've fertilized it, whatever. Like I've done the right thing. Why is it not giving me, fruit in return? And it's like, I guess, you need to reevaluate, I guess, where you're at. But it's like, as I said, in denial, easy to turn a blind eye, easier to live in this place of denial than to actually face it, because then you've got to do something. The Three of Swords, though, like, your heart's broken. Like, this person freaking stabbed you in the heart numerous times. But each time you've still stayed. It's like you keep getting, it's like someone, you're in a boxing match and someone knocks you out or knocks you down and you just keep getting up, like, to just get hit again. Like, what are you doing? And of course, with the Five of Wands, there's conflict and competition. Like, what have I been saying this whole time? This person keeps putting you in the exact same place. And then they do it. Sleep around, chat to chicks or guys or whatever for the excitement. It's like a turn on. It's, exciting. It's something new. And then most of the time, you might have found out about it or something happens and, So then that causes conflict, and then there's this breakup, and then there's, oh, then we'll get back together. I'm so sorry, I won't do it again. And then, a month later, everything's great for like a month or whatever, and then a month later, they're freaking doing it again with someone new or whoever. It's like a cycle. And I feel like you are somebody that you're a strong person. Like I feel like you have courage. I feel like you've been through stuff in your life, right? I feel like you are determined to, like, you don't want to feel like you failed. I feel like that's what it is. Like, I don't feel like you want to feel like I failed. Now my children don't have a dad or whatever, right? But it's not even about that. It's you're putting up with shit that you shouldn't be. This person chose to do what they chose to do, and you can only control you, right? They chose to do what they chose to do. They knew that if they get found out, this could be the potential outcome, is that you walk away with the kids and they lose their family. But every single time, you've taken them back, or you've shown that you're like accepting of their behavior. So I feel like, yeah, you might have kids with this person, you might have good intuition, and I feel like you are, quite confident. I feel like you are like a passionate type of person, but I still feel like you do need to work on your self-worth, because I feel like you're accepting of a lot. Too much. And then you've got the four of then you've got the Four of Cups, where, as I said, you're probably feeling like unfulfilled. You're probably not in a good place either. You're probably, dissatisfied, discontent. You're feeling like, I really missed the boat on getting what I wanted, but I really thought I had. It's that, like, I probably missed a better opportunity with, so and so, or with anyone. Instead, I tolerated shit from this person. So I also feel like, well, first of all, I feel like there's multiple people, which we've already established, right, with the competition and conflict. But I mean, this could be even people getting in the way, like getting their part in to your relationship, that kind of thing as well. But I do feel like, you're quite honest, you're very speak your truth kind of person. You've been truthful to this person. But I feel like there's certain things you still need to possibly work on, and maybe that's like becoming more self-sufficient. Maybe you're not in a place where you have finances, and that's part of the reason you stay. Or it could be you don't have boundaries, which you don't, because if you did, you wouldn't keep taking them back. So there's things that you definitely need to work on. Maybe it's being very cutthroat, like, okay, this person did me wrong. I mean, that also goes with boundaries, but it's like, this person did me wrong, so therefore I'm out. Like, here's an example. I had a conversation, I mean, I'm not in a relationship with this person, but I had a conversation with this person, and I mentioned that I'm spiritual, and I mentioned something about psychics, and then they started talking about, oh, that's a load of crap, and, blah, 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 right? Go. Like, they were just bagging how bad psychics are and how they're fake, and it's all about God, and you should just trust God, and blah, blah, blah. Now, you're bagging my beliefs, buddy. straight away I cut that. I'm not interested. But then also, you know, like there was also the phone calls. There was like 5 billion phone calls and 3,000 messages. And this is after I said, I've got a headache, I'm going to go lay down. And we only spoke twice. After that, it's like, you're ignoring my boundaries. You're ignoring and being disrespectful. I told you I've got a headache. Leave me alone. Let me rest. Stop messaging and phone calls and, you know, and this wasn't the first time. That was the second conversation. The first time it was like something else happened and they disrespected and ignored that too. Phone calls, messages, phone calls, messages. You got to cut them rather than going, oh, that's annoying, I'm going to put up with it. No. People show you who they are. It's up to you to have boundaries and go, nope, not tolerating that shit. So there's things that you still need to work on. And the reason I mentioned about the finances and being self-sufficient was because you've got the 9 of Pentacles. Now, as I said, I feel like you probably suffer depression, anxiety, you know, all these things, right? Your mind doesn't stop. I feel like you probably think about what they've done. Like, it's not something that you just forget, right? But this is about you being independent. And you underneath that, you've got the Ace of Pentacles where, you know, like lack of money. And I feel like that's part of the reason you stay. And I feel like that's part of the reason you don't move on or cut this person out of your life, because you can't afford to live, maybe. Like maybe you're going to lose your house and your whatever. Can you afford to feed you and, you know, 30 kids or 1 kid or 5 kids? Whatever. It's like there's responsibilities. And maybe that makes you stress and more anxious. And yeah, I feel like sometimes you possibly have regret being with this person and accepting them back as much as you have, because as I said, your dreams haven't come true. Like your dream may have been like, you know, this perfect family life, like the say 10 of Cups or 10 of Pentacles, money, family, security, like happy life, right? And you didn't get that. So you probably feel like I've been robbed of whatever it is I wanted. But at the same time, you're not making a choice to make any kind of difference. Like you're not making the choice to kind of walk away and get out of this. Like you can break the cycle, and if you broke the cycle, you would have better luck getting whatever you want for your life. But the way you're going, you're still going in the same pattern that you've been going in for God knows how long. It's going to be different for different people, but I feel like it's not leading you where you want to go. It's not leading you where you choose to end up with your dreams. All right, that is what I have. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and like the video, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.